Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found a solution. Got a crazy kind of flow, I need a verbal institution. Monster on the mic, I feel like hip-hop then adopted me. You pussy niggas shook, you let them turn this to a mockery. I give a fuck about their recognition. I'm trying to spit the fucking truth, somebody get the message. These politics, they overstate the obvious. They shooting like Stojakovic, it's war on every continent. Deeper than you know, I'm what you hate if you the government. Young black with heart, I put a hex on the establishment. Niggas
Real
playing
talk,
patty cake and I was
in the
trying to
way
regulate
that we like to come in on a Sunday evening. How you doing? It's your man, your myth, and your legend. Dead on Dave, the 39-year-old and aging. Yeah, that's accurate. Dead on Dave here with the one and only, the radiant and somehow not hungover, Nixie Nax. How you doing?
I am a fucking warrior.
Shooting down the walls of heartache. Bang, bang. She is the warrior. And heartache you can replace with copious amounts of liquor.
Oh, yeah.
Good God, woman. That was amazing. But if I haven't done it yet, just... Bravo fucking vo. Like, you were awesome.
I got so many messages today of people being like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
You were awesome, man. And you were surprising. You held it together. You really did.
I tried.
You
I started speaking pretty gaga by the end of it, I think. But I was pretty good.
We held it together. I mean, overall, it was. I'm very happy with it. It was a great night. I had so much fun with you guys. And then we had some fun earlier on the Twitch. I just want to play 7 days. I'm being honest. I love the show. I loved all the things that we got to talk about because we do. We got so much jam-packed because we have things that are coming. We have trailers, 7 minutes of content, 8 minutes of content. I don't know if you watched it. I did. I couldn't resist. So much stuff. My God. So we're going to get to all that. But we're lighting it up in that 7 days. Y'all got to come over to Twitch and play with that shit with us. We're having some fun over there now. We're getting a little ignorant. We're getting a little ignorant.
We literally get the itches and we need to kill each other. It's just amazing. I can't wait to kill cake. No, to kill fake.
All right, yeah. Let's kill fake and eat cake.
Yeah, yes. Have you still got any Fudgy of the Whale left?
I do have some Fudgy the Whale left. I had a little bit earlier and I still got a nice little chunk of his torso.
Of his torso. Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
so good.
We should probably get into it then, so we can get done and then go kill each other. It'd be fine.
I'm down with all that, but I have to address Fake in the chat. Hello, Flo Unblaki and Nerdy John and Squanchen and Gun Cannon, who is blaming for his 7 days addiction. Real Talk bringing us in the way we like to come on a Sunday, 5 minutes early. Get it?
Hey.
Do you get the joke? Do you get the joke? No, I don't. I didn't get it either. I'm feeling maybe I'm retarded.
Oh, well, okay.
I don't know.
Wow.
Fake seems to be proud of it.
Fake is always proud of his stuff. I don't know.
This is true. Where do we start this week, Miss Nixie? And by the way, thank you. Thank everybody. Thank you in particular, man. You were awesome yesterday. Had a great birthday. It's really carried over to today as well. Had a nice day. It's been a great birthday weekend and one I desperately needed. So thank you so much, Battle.
I am happy that I am so happy so many people showed up. Like, it was amazing. It was fun. It felt like a party. Actually, it felt like a party. It was good.
Indeed,
I got dressed up and fucking drank and it was amazing.
Did double fisting and goblets and shit. I liked it.
I know.
Oh, it was a premature ejaculation joke? But real talk,
What?
I don't get why. I don't understand. Was he a premature ejaculator? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, you were here, I might slap you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I just saw a tiny
come on a Sunday. This is the way we like to come in on a Sunday. You know, I just want to slap the shit out of him. You know, Tommy and I, we got derailed a few times on the show with shit like that in the chat. Tommy and I had a fun show. I don't know if Jeff and Matt had a fun show with us, but Tommy and I, about 2-3 times throughout the show, stopped everything and just started talking about something that we want to talk about. just like,
well,
fuck it.
As long as you guys had fun.
It was a good show. It was solid. It was fun. Dave, you ready for future NBA champs Miami Heat? I don't think so. You better hope Jimmy Butler is fully healthy. You should have heard us before the show started, too. We were fucking getting into all the NBA stuff because Tommy's now addicted to the NBA. But I digress. What do we got this week, Miss Nixa?
Let's start with the wrestling.
The wrestling. There's a lot of the wrestling.
Like, so much fucking shit happened in wrestling. Like, we could have done an entire show probably just on wrestling today.
On one topic?
On one topic. But we're gonna just pick at the highlights.
Well, I guess we got to start with the biggest story from the week, from the month, maybe even of the year, potentially where it goes all time. Sasha Banks finally looking like she's pissed off WWE one too many times. And I'm kind of going
too many princess tantrums.
Yeah, I would say. Now, I'm going back and forth in my head on this from the beginning of it is more because I'm not trying to react to it until more information's come out. I'm starting to feel like enough information's coming out, and the way WWE's reacting is so unlike them.
That's what I've been, because obviously I'm still a newbie, but like everyone has been saying, like the fact that they've even acknowledged it, like even said anything about it is apparently like really, really like strange.
They're just they're rubbing the fucking nose into the ground. Just rubbing it in it. Who does time?
Yeah, they're like literally doing the dog trick with when the dog pees on the sofa and then you rub their nose in it and be like, no, look what you did. Look what you did.
But
you made this mess.
You know, I can't blame them in a way. Sasha has been difficult. I've ripped into Sasha many times in the past because I feel her body language is fucking awful. When I always call when she's gonna lose. You can always tell when she's gonna lose. She's just not that person.
So she gets stroppy.
Yeah, you could just
like
tell.
She just doesn't put any effort in.
You a little from column A, a little from column B. She just got that pouty little face. She doesn't emote as much. She gives it away, and she's just half-assing it. She always performs in the matchups themselves. I have to give her credit for that when she's not getting hurt. But she just doesn't stop talking, and then everything that happened with WrestleMania that year with Bayley, regardless of what actually happened, but enough things have been admitted to that Sasha is just such a brat. She's such a fucking baby. I get you want to be on top. Everybody does. Does it suck that Ronda skips you? Yeah, but you've been in the title pictures. You've been around it. And it's the same fucking matchups. Nobody wants to see Charlotte and you or Becky and you. It's the same four fucking people. Bayley comes back. Okay, Bayley and you. Let Ronda have a little bit of a run again. Give a little spice to the division. Maybe if you guys did more with tag team belts, maybe I understand that they don't do a lot with you all the time. But fucking do what you can with the time that you're given and then just fuck. You know, they were giving you something. I don't know.
Because I really like the aesthetic that she brings. Like, you know, she comes in with all the anime style like hair and the fucking like Sailor Moon outfit that she wore to what's it called? Fucking what was it called? SummerSlam.
Oh yeah.
That was amazing. Like I love that part of her, but like why is she such a princess?
Drinking her own Kool-Aid. You know, that's what it comes down to. You know, I'm the boss. She started believing that shit.
Yeah.
Even after she came back, though, Nixie, she's been condescending on Twitter. She tags Vince McMahon all the time. Thank you, Vince McMahon. I love you, Vince McMahon. All this bullshit. It's irritating, and I feel it's condescending, and I think that she's just done it one too many times, and now just when you turn somebody else, and I'm not saying Naomi's never had her own problems with the company, but she also does whatever she's told, including some pretty demeaning shit over the fucking years. So she sucks it up because it's a fucking job. But she dropped the belts with her, and that's a problem. She's now leading people to do stupid things.
Well, that's the issue, isn't it? It's like with Sasha, she's been very like almost like defiantly like I don't give a shit. Like she's been in concerts on stage like over the weekend like fuck y'all, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
But Naomi is like so quiet, like nothing. But like, she's married to a fucking Uso, so like,
who just unified the fucking tag team championships and is one of the most powerful goddamn wrestling factions in the history of wrestling. Yeah, she's being very quiet, and I think with very good reason.
In the same week, they did that, and she dropped her belt. Like, how did that conversation at home go? That's what I like. The little nosy part of me wants to be a fly on the wall and know how that conversation went in that house that night.
Yeah.
Because I saw someone memeing, like, saying that, like, he had a fake smile on because he really doesn't agree with it, and other people were like, shut up, it's like, it's all this, and all that. Like, but, like,
work,
I don't know,
kid.
man.
Yeah.
It's a work.
You're getting work, then don't get work, chump.
Yeah, but the fact that the WWE even acknowledged it in the first place, like, that was apparently very weird. Like, to me, I thought that would be standard. If someone didn't show up, you kind of explain why. But then they didn't explain why Finn Balor lost the fucking thing as the demon when the fucking that happened.
See,
like,
this is a different thing altogether, though. Look, they broke a pretty big rule in wrestling, Nixie. You don't no-show live TV. You don't walk out on live TV. Never on live TV. When you're advertised, you don't do that shit. It's very unprofessional. And WWE, and this doesn't happen very often. It does happen. It just doesn't happen often. And when it does, they do call you out. And the Stone Cold, probably the biggest fucking example. Stone Cold did it, not in the exact same way, but pretty fucking close. And he wasn't exactly in the fucking arena. I think he was the week before, and then he just left, whatever. Mm-hmm. But he didn't come back. And then they addressed it. He opened the show. Vince, opened the show talking about it. So it's you can't do it. You can't do it. It's not something you can do, especially when you're a champion. And Sasha was going to get another run. It sucks that they were getting pulled, but maybe don't bitch as much. I get that you want to have a little creative control, but there is another problem that we got to talk about. I want to hear a couple more thoughts that you have on this. And then I want to talk about there is a big problem here, and we got to talk about it.
Okay, well, I think it's super fucking unprofessional for a start, but yeah, like people saying in the chat, it does feel very much like Naomi was kind of led to it. I mean, maybe she wasn't, maybe she was sick of it too, but like, it feels like she was led to it, and it's kind of sucks that she's going to get dragged down with it, especially because, like, from what I've heard from you, like, when we've been watching matches and she's appeared, and you've been like, I feel sorry for Naomi. I feel like they've misused her. Like they put her through some shit, basically.
She started to win me over a little.
Yeah, she was starting to get her rise and her moment, and then Sasha went, no, bitch, you're walking out with me. And like, that sucks.
It sucks major for her, because it's like her getting into the bloodline was an eventuality, and now she's realizing the money she may have just cost by listening to the boss. But on the WWE side, there's a problem here. Ever since Johnny Ace has returned to the company, John Laurinaitis, ever since his return to the company and replaced Mark Carrano as the head of talent relations, it's been like a boys club again, and it seems like there is some pretty bad shit. Not necessarily bad, but certainly I would call it regressive into where what we're being used to the last few years in women's wrestling, if you really care about it. These guys don't. They think you have to look a certain way. They think you have to act a certain way to accentuate the women's wrestling. They don't seem to care too much about ruining the in-ring product, but they do want to add sexuality to it. I don't think there's any question about that. And there's been backlash. Some people care. Some people don't. Some people are going to write a tell-all book later. Some people get breast implants. It just it depends on how you feel.
Yeah. The fake brings up a good point too. Ember Moon, is it Ember Moon?
Yeah, the Ember Moon. That's kind of who I was referencing.
She was literally talking about Johnny Ace a couple of weeks ago.
Yep. The Mandy Rose stuff, people talking about being more like Mandy. Johnny is one of those proponents. But Johnny's just kind of historically an idiot anyway. He's a big fucking goof. Big goof. Big goof. He's a goof. And I didn't really understand why they brought him back. he maybe to deal with some of the boys on a good level, but I don't know. Johnny's a fucking goof. He had some good times in the day, but
whose opinion I really want to hear?
Who's that?
I want to hear Pat what's his faces?
He ain't talking.
Yeah, but like, is that not weird? Because I thought he was kind of one of the ones that would talk, like on his podcast.
I think if Pat's not talking,
his face did a lot of talking.
It did, but if he's not talking, there's a reason for it. If I had to guess, it's the story's wrong. He can't talk until the story's right, because Pat. If you ever watch Pat McAfee's show, he does this thing with source is, because and basically that joke is he gets it from the person or he doesn't get it. You know, his sources are airtight, and he makes fun of other people for fucking up source stuff. So I think he's waiting until more of the story comes out, and more than likely it's going to be a pro Sasha or at least pro wrestler stance. I don't know yet. It's going to be interesting to see, because he was extremely vocal with his facial.
With his facial expressions. Yup.
Where do you think he's going to stand on it?
I don't know, because but then again, it was a completely different set of commentators. But like when we were watching Raw and it like got announced, because we were all Fake and Old School Matt were sitting in the Discord. We were like, we watched it live, and we were like, what the fuck? Like, is this? I was like, oh, it's a work. It's like, no, this is not a work. This was not supposed to happen. Like, what the fuck? But like, they were making the people on that commentation like table were like, yeah, it's really unprofessional. And it's like, do they really think that, or are they being told to say that?
Well, apparently Vince was feeding lines.
Yeah, that's what that WWE were like. They put out their statement, didn't they?
Yeah.
Do you want me to read these bullet points?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, Fightful Select, the latest Sasha Banks, Naomi, and WWE update says, this is not a work and not part of any storyline. Naomi was not going to pin Sasha. She was to win and face Bianca at Hell in a Cell. The report about them not wanting to work with two of the women is false, because that was the first thing that came out. It was saying they had some beef with... Yeah, and it was like, who the fuck are they upset with? Like, it was either Nikki Ash or Doudrop
or the champs.
Or Becky or
Ronda.
Asuka.
Or Asuka as well. But and then it turns out it's like they don't like the whole fucking losing to the champions as tag champions. Like, the whole thing is weird. But I think there's probably a little bit more in there. Because the one thing I didn't hear that I was expecting them to hear, that they were going to drop the belts. I got a feeling they were. And I got a feeling that's what they're upset about. That's what Sasha would be upset about. I think Sasha could take the rest of this shit, because I think she realizes down the line she's going to get another shot. But if she had to drop the belts in there after they just won them at WrestleMania, I could see her not taking that exactly peachy.
You see, the thing to me, right, and like I say, I'm a newbie, so I could be very, very wrong, probably am. But like, to me, there wasn't enough build-up yet for them to drop it. Like, they're just starting the Becky Asuka storyline. They're just that's just getting off the ground, and then Doudrop kind of becoming this like puppeteer of Nikki. That's only just getting off the ground. Like, Nikki's got to get her shit together. Those stories aren't complete, and they're not gonna take a championship belt without those stories coming to a precipice on their arc. Like, it doesn't make sense from a creative standpoint. So I don't think they were gonna drop it.
That doesn't always matter, especially when they're both taking on the champions. At some point, with them being the champs, they'd be taking them on in a tag team setting.
But I mean,
for instance, they beat them 1 week on Raw. Next week, they take the belts off them. This is a common tactic they like to do. So especially if they start getting shitty, they yank them off. Then each champ is champ for a short period of time, and they'll drop the belts to the next champion. I got a feeling that might have been the plan.
I mean, technically, if you think about it, the last sets of people that did have the belt was Rhea and Nikki, and they did loads with them. Like, they were on every week. Like, I don't feel like Sasha and Naomi really got much limelight after getting the belts, if that makes sense.
I think that's fair. I mean, somebody pointed out some of the stats of it. I guess they have had some time on there, but not enough to go rah-rah. But at the same time, there's no tag teams. There's no tag team. There's no division. There's hardly any teams. They release so many fucking people.
Yeah.
Nothing gets going. You don't even have much going on in NXT. They got to whenever you have to constantly put two people together to create a tag team, you know that's not good.
Yeah.
And so I personally don't believe WWE needs a tag team division in the women's division. I think they need a secondary title. Only one, though. I don't think you need it for both brands. I think you need a secondary title of some intercontinental, a TV title, something else for the women to fight over. Just the tag team shit. I'm not a huge proponent. I fuck a tag team wrestling. The men are barely getting it right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it does feel like it is just the same people over and over and over. But like you say, like they're releasing people like flies. So
as teams, sometimes they'll release women teams that were teaming up in NXT. Oh, you're released now. Fuck you.
Yeah. Bye bye.
And bye bye.
Yeah.
But WWE's going to be holding a tournament where there's two teams on the main roster right now. Not really sure how that works. I know, fake.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Like, where is it going to go? Who are they? Unless they bring some people back, is there anyone missing from the roster that should be there at the minute? Like,
it'd have to be a whole lot of somebody's. Like, 10.
Oh, please don't fucking bring back. Oh, what's her face? The one with the wears the mask. I hate her.
Yeah, Carmella should be coming back from honeymoon. Yeah. With that banging body, Carmella with the body.
As long as I see someone take that mask off and fucking rip it in half. It's not even a proper mask. It's a plate. It's a kid's plate that they do arts and crafts with, and she just smashes it on her face. Anyway, moving on from
school, Matt. I'm truly think the win or lose championship match at a long-standing pay-per-view is nothing to bitch about. You play your role and you cash your check. Exactamundo, Fonzarelli. Nick, they only have like 4 tag teams on Raw. Like Randy been wrestling the same exact people for half a year. Yeah. Look, I will abolish all tag team wrestling championships if you like. I'm okay with that. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Honestly, I think you have tag teams for it. You don't need championship titles in wrestling. Maybe just one tag team championship. That's it. One. Uno.
The thing is, a fake says Rhea's doing great right now. Her and Liv were a decent team that didn't last long, but they had a pop behind them. People were really behind that. Like Twitter was like on fire. Like, yes, we love this. Their aesthetics match is amazing. But then they're actually doing something with both of them in a different way, like in the same story. But they're still in the same story. They're just now nemesis, and I understand that has a creative spin to it. But like just to have like I really do kind of feel like Sasha and Naomi really didn't have anything. They didn't have that story. Whereas like even Doudrop and Nikki have a story. Like you know, it's just I don't know.
It's not a very good fit. The problem is, and I'll just say it, the only way that they fit is that they're both black, and that's the problem with WWE. Sometimes they'll just do this thing together. Oh, these two are alike. Put them together, and what other connection do they have? I mean, like they're the way that they even go about it. Sasha gets everything handed. Naomi has to deal with borderline racist shit with goddamn Daria over there when she was in a management role. You know, it's ridiculous. I know they have history. No, I know they do have history. I know they ran in circles, and I know they're friends. I know that all type of stuff, but. In just looking at it, it doesn't really make a lot of sense wrestling-wise. And I know it doesn't always have to, but I get where Nixie's coming from. It doesn't. That's from an outsider who has no perspective. I remember bad, but they sucked. Fake. Do you remember that they sucked? I remember that they sucked. Miss Abby Blackbird, where's my wifey?
I'm here. I'm not drunk tonight though.
She's not on camera.
Yeah. But anyway, moving on with the wrestling stuff because there's more shit happened.
Yeah, we have new unified tag team champions.
We do. I can't believe that basically got overshadowed. I mean, imagine being the Uso that has to go home and then be like, I just unified the belts. What did you do this week? Oh, yeah. I
basically gave up my career.
Yeah, but her doing that with Sasha overshadowed it. Is anybody even talking about the unified belts? Not really.
No, it's the biggest story in wrestling.
Well, that and Ric Flair, fucking Fake sent me something that said that he has been and got 40 different doctors to sign off on him having this match.
So perhaps you're not aware of this. Ric Flair's a fucking liar. Ric Flair.
I was going to say maybe these doctors are all in cahoots and maybe they're like having a betting ring going on to see how long it lasts.
Ric Flair is a liar who likes to make up things, and he's an exaggerator. Woo! I can't believe any doctor would allow for any significant contact in that type of manner at his age. Not just at his age. The motherfucker almost died. Motherfucker almost died.
It's car crash TV though, because like people are literally going to tune into that just to see if he has a heart attack on stage.
He can't get a fucking dance partner. Ricky Steamboat said no.
Said fuck that shit.
No, I'm not doing that, you idiot. No.
Jesus.
Dumb. It's fucking dumb. It's super dumb, super dumb. But that's Rick. Rick's an idiot. What bothers me is Rick has one of the greatest goodbyes. He's got one of the greatest retirement matches in WrestleMania history, and in wrestling history, in my opinion. I love you, I'm sorry is amazing. Shawn Michaels taking him out. It's amazing. But Rick, as soon as Shawn had to wrestle, I knew that Rick was just a ticking time bomb. He can't help himself. He wants to die in the fucking ring. I don't know.
It can't happen. You can't do that. Just, oh my god, it's so fucking... But it's going to be so cringy because no one's going to be able to actually work with him. They'll be like tickling him. It'll be so fucking cringy.
Can you imagine having to chop him back or something? I mean, he's probably begging Sting to do it, but AEW smartly is not going to get involved. Crockett Cup Promotions. That's I feel bad that the Jim Crockett name has to be associated with this bullshit.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Let's see here. Gun Cannon read the list of doctors. There were such high-end doctors as Dr. Doolittle, Dr. Doom, Dr. Octopus, Dr. Demento, and the legend himself, Dr. Disrespect. There's a good doctors.
They're good doctors, yeah.
Dr. Doogie Howser, MD.
Dr. Jones.
Dr. House.
Oh, God. House would love that. House
yes,
would
he would. He would. Everybody lies. Dr. Ruth.
Fucking hell. Oh.
The amount of insurance it would cost for him to enter the ring, Dr. Oz, has to be astronomical, incredibly. Dr. Isaac Yankem, DDS. Conrad Thompson comparing Taker to Ric Flair killed me. It's just so stupid. It looks like they're 20 years different, 15 years difference. Shut up.
Oh yeah, yeah. Do you think he saw Steve Austin getting in the ring with Kevin Owens and went, I can still do that, watch this?
What?
And everyone's like, no.
What?
No. What?
What?
You stupid bastard.
You stupid bastard. Yeah, probably. He can't. Look, what Stone Cold did, that's one in a fucking million. That performance, I went back, I watched it like 4 or 5 times now. He had the perfect dance partner. Kevin Owens was absolutely spot on with everything he did, and Stone Cold really took it seriously. That's one of the greatest performances I've ever seen. Like, he really turned back the clock. That was incredible.
It was really good, but like you say, like Kevin Owens was a good partner for that.
Yeah.
I don't think Kevin Owens is going to go anywhere near Ric Flair if he has a shred of sense in him, which he does. So
those FTR idiots, fucking Revival morons. I guess they're going to be a part of it, allegedly, or at least one of them is. It's so stupid. Like, why would you want to be a part of this? Just why?
It's just
whatever. It's dumb.
It's crazy. But I mean, that's all you can really say about that because everyone knows it's stupid. Everyone knows it's crazy. It's Ric Flair. It's Ric Flair being Ric Flair. Woo! Well, what about Stephanie McMahon?
Oh yeah, Stephanie stepping down. I think this is the beginning of the end of the See, the rumors before of Vince leaving the company or selling never made sense to me. Shane's gone again. Hunter has.
That was really quick. He literally came back for one fight and went fucked off again.
Yeah, and not in good fashion. But apparently everything's okay. Hunter is never going to be under the same role that he had before. He's back, but apparently his duties are vastly different.
Wait, he's back?
He is back. He's back to full time, but he's not doing the same stuff as he was doing before.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
He just had that retirement thing.
Yeah, no, that was from in ring. Was from in ring.
Right.
That was him saying he would never wrestle again. But he is back at corporate. You know, he's doing a lot of stuff with the new building, apparently. The new building, the new Titan Towers that's getting built. But that doesn't even seem like it's very full. So it's possible, I'm going to say within the next 2 years, I don't think we're going to have a McMahon presence in WWE. I don't know how much longer Vince has. He's going to have to step down at some point. But maybe he's selling. Now it's starting to look viable with everyone pulling out. Stephanie probably has very good reasons. I'm sure she does. But I think this is bigger. I think this might be 5 years. 5 years from now, they're probably going to be owned by NBC. Disney's always possible, but NBC always makes the most sense.
I mean, Disney's trying to take over the world, and we'll get to that eventually.
Yes.
But, yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, she said it was for family, like to focus on family. I mean, do you think that's real?
I'm sure to a point. I mean, that also
on family now, so she can come back and take over from Vince. I mean, is that a possibility or is it?
I mean, sure, if that's what Vince wants to do. But the problem is there's no indication of what Vince wants to do. He seems to be positioning other people around him in a more corporate setting, something that's going to be long-lasting beyond the family. Things are just not the way it used to look. The McMahon family used to just be sitting on the board. They were there, and now they're not. It's weird. It's not what we're used to seeing. WWE is looking more like a corporate shell.
Right. Okay. Fair.
But we'll see. I mean, I really don't know. It's so weird because it's Vince, and you just don't know what's real. You don't know what his mindset is. This guy that he brought in, this fucking ruthless Khan. I know I guess his name is Nick Khan, but I'm pretty sure it's Sher Khan, Shao Khan, if I fucked that up, whatever. But you know what I was trying to say. Fucking terrible. This dude is ruthless. He eats souls and shit. Fucking terrible. It could be that she's just been at a workhouse for 20 years and Hunter's had a heart attack. She wants to spend a little time with him and the kids. It's very possible too, Fakey. But it also looks, with everything else that we've seen, that could be more than that. Now, I've been very anti-thinking WWE could be in a position to sell. But now, with nobody on the board, I don't think Hunter's going to be around long. It's weird that she talks about spending more time with the family. Hunter's back full time. It's just weird. It's just weird. I'm not saying it can't be something else. I'm just saying it's weird.
Gunny says,
"Come on!" But who knows? I don't know. It's a real weird story because Stephanie is a powerhouse. She is someone who has to constantly be working and be doing things. So I don't know. It's gonna be weird to see what she does now. Only time's gonna tell. But I don't pretend to fucking know. I can tell you that.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much most of the stuff that was interesting about wrestling this week.
All the wrestlings this week. Yeah, there wasn't too much more that I saw.
Cool.
I think that Vince wants someone like him, but without the emotion, hence Nick Khan, man. I don't know. Khan sucks. There is some... Shorzy. We got Shorzy.
Yep, we've got 2 big trailer drops. Or one of them's an 8-minute preview.
Well, where do we want to start?
Let's do Shorzy first.
Shorzy, the spin-off of Letterkenny. I still am not sure all 6 episodes have been released. I'm still not sure of that. I know 2 have because we've watched them.
The funny thing is that when I Googled it originally to try and prove a point to someone who was saying it wasn't out yet,
right,
that it did say that all 6 had dropped.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily, you know. They did also say that that it was dropping on another streaming platform, like, I think, is it on the 27th?
29th, I think, possibly. I'm not sure.
So yeah, so maybe it's supposed to drop all 6 episodes then, and the other streaming service just has the 2 to begin with. Fuck it, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But I know that it was fucking good.
It was very good, and it's building a good stock, good bones.
Yeah.
If you don't know what Shorzy is, it is the spinoff of Letterkenny, the wildly popular, but I don't think fully popped in popularity yet, show that started off as a YouTube show created by Jared Kiso. It's a little town, Letterkenny, 5,000 people in this little town, and it's a quirky little place, and that's where Shorzy comes from. Now, Shorzy is going off to another town to never lose again, and he finds himself in quite the predicament, doesn't he, Nixa?
He does, Dave, he does. No, Davey, no.
No, and there are some familiar faces. I think the rapper, the black rapper guy, I think that's one of the models.
Oh, really?
I think, yeah, when he stands, I think he gave it away to me when I went back and rewatched. When he stood, the way that he kind of held himself, he's got that really long body.
And he's got the long dreadlocks. I'm sure one of them had long dreadlocks.
Yes.
But tied back in like a ponytail kind of.
I think that was him. And then, of course, we got one of my favorite standalone characters, Teddy.
Yep.
Teddy, the newfie.
No, Teddy's
no.
no.
Come to where you're at. So good. What is that?
I love it. But I wish, because I know that they're doing the French accent for some of them and they're giving the subtitles. I just wish they would give subtitles to the newfies.
Oh, yes.
That's the whole point. They're kind of just... It's like in Snatch with the pikey. It's not Irish.
It's not English. It's just...
not English. It's just pikey.
Pikey. Yeah, pretty much. That's just Newfie.
Yeah, it's just Newfie. It's just... Although I feel like I am understanding him better this time round than I did in Letterkenny. In Letterkenny, it was like every other word, but I understood him a little bit easier this time round.
Well, that was in a very shitposty manner, in a very shitposty fashion, you know, so it was quick and concise, and it was just kind of meant to be chirping. Now he's actually having to deliver lines. He's actually having to do stuff. So, you know, it's a little bit different.
There has to be more to his character than just chirping.
Yes.
Which is interesting to see.
What is that? Hold on one second. I'm hearing this sound. What the fuck is that? That is no. I keep hearing this fucking buzz, man. What is that coming from? Open the door.
It's buzzing.
I don't know. It's freaking me out. I've heard it like 3 or 4 times now.
FF Pirate says, I'm from Ontario, Canada, and all the shit they say about Wasaga Beach is true. People are ducking wild up there. Nice. I love it. I love that he's getting ripped by high school students as well, that he's reffing for. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, I love the back and forth with the kids.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's teaching the next generation how to chirp properly.
He does not hold back.
Nope.
Does not hold back at all. It's a good dynamic. He's hilarious. We're getting the
oh, you know what?
The beginning of the chick, the reporter. I love her.
I loved when they were all in the club and they all took their teeth out. They were like standing there and the guys are looking them up and down like, are we gonna fight? And then they like, yeah, smile, and then they all take their teeth out and the guy just goes, fuck. Hockey players. Hockey players.
I'm about to get it now, and they did, boy. Hey, the show's a little darker, a little grittier than Letterkenny, but the heart's still there, the same essence of chirping, and man, they really lean on the physical comedy of Jared Kiso. He does it differently than he does it as Wayne in Letterkenny, but man, as Shorzy, the way that he's says so, You know, like the way he pops at people, the way you be Jim Bob, you be Jim. You know, it's just like you be Jimmer. It's just it's all physical comedy. It's all constantly doing stuff. It's funny.
Yeah, and it's a completely different character because like Wayne has to be so repressed and kind of like
stiff.
Like he has to be stiff and he has to be proper. Or he's a good old boy kind of thing, and like Shawsy is just like loose and like I'd be so good to you. I'd be there in the morning just being good to you.
Just being good to you.
Yeah, I love that they make him a crybaby as well.
A little bit.
Like that's amazing because all we've ever seen is him just giving shit to people constantly and fighting and stuff. But now he's a crybaby too. I kind of love it.
He takes it hard too.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry.
Fucking hysterical, man. And the 5 roommates, you know, bringing in JJ was really cool too. Doesn't make a lot of sense considering all the history that they have, but they went out and they built a team. That was the point, you know, build a team of sluts. They went and got those sluts.
Get them sluts.
Gotta have those sluts.
Just gotta have bums in seats.
Bums in seats. Never lose again.
Yep.
So I think the promise is there. I think the show's gonna be very solid.
Yeah, I wonder how long they're gonna do the whole never lose again. Like, is it just gonna be for this season, like to sort of get them established, and then they'll have more faith in themselves, or is it literally a case of like, that's it now? That's the gimmick. This team does not fucking lose.
Elden Ring rules and shit.
Yeah, you die, that's it.
It's over.
Fuck ya.
Fuck you in the butt ya.
Yup.
That's it.
Fucking in the butt ya right now.
Right now, indeed.
Yeah.
So Letterkenny should be coming back around soon too. So that's exciting. But we got what the last big one. What we have? Stranger Things, right?
Oh, there's a couple. But then you don't. Oh my God! It's
what?
Dave.
What?
So guys, honestly, Dave hasn't seen The Umbrella Academy or The Boys.
No.
We need to get him up to date on these because I am fucking excited about them. Like a trailer for season 3 of Umbrella Academy dropped, and it looks so fucking good.
What is that show about?
It's based on a graphic novel, and it's kind of like a weird guy kind of takes these kids that were all born on a certain day, and like they all like develop kind of powers and stuff, but he kind of trains them to the point when they're kids to like sort of protect people, but then it kind of breaks them, like because one of the kids ends up like, well, it's not really a spoiler because like it's like the first episode, like one of them's dead and the other kids are like, they all break over it, but the dad's kind of like, the guy that's adopted them is just like, get over it, basically. Like that happens, get over it.
Kind of like Invincible.
Yeah, it's kind of like how they kind of function as a really fucked up family, and there's so many different little things about it that are like really quirky, like different, like it's approached in a completely different way to most like superhero stories, in my opinion.
Right.
But I think you'd really enjoy it. The humor in it's really good, and it's got really, really good soundtrack. When the music kicks up, it's like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Mary J. Blige has got like a role in it, and that's Fake's favorite character. Like the two people that come in and do like you can't say too much about spoiling the story, but it's just so good.
So I've told you guys in the past that now this is how it is. After this show, I'm your guys. Whatever you want to watch, whatever you want to subject me to, or we're going to Twitch. That's fine too. Don't care. We'll watch whatever. If we do the watching, we'll at least an hour. If Twitch, whatever, we'll see what it would do. Okay. Yes, I love Cha Cha. Says Fake. Umbrella season 2 was funny as hell. Says FF Pirate.
Yep. And just while we're just dropping in things that, just because it's the same sort of principle. Like you haven't seen the previous seasons. We got to get you up to date on The Boys.
Yes.
I think you would love it, especially because Carl Urban's character is like real Cockney kind of. He sounds like he came from Snatch.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Like he's got this kind of real gruff fucking Cockney bad boy kind of thing going on, and it's just a really cool version of like if superheroes were left to sort of be our protection, how much of that would get to their heads, and how like they would basically become celebrities that would think they're basically God, and it's taking them down a peg. So
Jesus, man, it's my stupid fucking phone. I heard it again. Fake heard it earlier too. I think I had it on my change. It freaked me out. I almost had a fucking heart attack.
Oh my god.
Fuck, that's a goddamn annoying noise. Why can't I gotta turn my phone breathe, asshole. My phone off during shows.
God damn.
Jesus, all right. Sorry. Christ. Where were we? Please continue.
To be honest, like, I think that's pretty much all you can say about those without giving off too much away anyway.
Fair.
But I'm really excited about them, and I really want to talk about the episodes after they've aired and stuff, so I really need to get you catched up.
Well, let's go.
That's going to be so much content. Like, it's all dropping at once, so that's going to be, like, weeks of content.
Calm down. I've already, let's go. Whenever's, let's fucking go.
And, I've just noticed that Topes is in the live content.
Make him wait. We got let us finish our thing and we get him in there after. That's
okay. Stranger Things.
8
Season
minutes.
4.
Whew.
Oh, it was good though.
Oof.
Oh.
Ooh.
When it started, I was like, where are they going with this? Because there was like they were doing like the whole like guy getting ready, and it was taking a while, and I was like, oh come on, 8 minutes, and they're doing like how many minutes of this? Like, but it built, and it was just so.
They told a very quick story that makes a lot of sense. They humanized some characters. They gave a little reason and purpose to some of them. Showed a little bit of deeper thing. Showed the inner workings of what they do with these subjects. So that was interesting, and that might be something we see a little bit more of in this season, I'm assuming.
And it was a flashback too.
Yes,
like,
that's the biggest thing.
We've had a few, but we haven't had that many flashbacks.
No.
But the animation, just saying, on the face that was like shown. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. It's amazing. It's like 8 minutes. It's not that long, but it's really good.
It
but
flies.
The animation on the younging someone down is really good.
They did a really good job with it, all things considered. So but what's the outcome of it? What's it there to set up? Is this a darkness inside of Elle? It was something. Usually, when they are going to start the beginning of the end, it's usually by changing something that we believe to be true all along that turns out not to be. So I'm wondering what that's going to be. Elle maybe having more of a factor and reason to why we have the upside down. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but it's going to be crazy.
It has always felt like she has way more of a connection to it than any other person ever like has. So yeah, maybe it is something that's in her that would that is like gonna emerge and come out. It's interesting.
Oh, I think it is going to be absolutely horrific season. They're all older now. They all look older. They don't have to live by the same rules that they've had to so far in the series. So yeah, it's going to be, and they've barely abide by those rules. We want Matt. We always want Matt Core, baby. Matt Pitt's always welcome.
God damn.
Continue. Where were we?
But yeah, I'm really hyped for season 4. I think it's going to be amazing.
Me too. It sucks that it's the end.
Yeah.
But it's going to be awesome.
But do you think this is the end, or do you think they'll take it to 5? I mean, traditionally, how many films did 80s movies come out with in a row?
Because, I thought they said this was the end. I'm not sure.
They said every ending has a beginning, which usually means it's the start of the end. So it's like this season would be like the beginning of the end.
And then there's one more after? Yeah.
Maybe the end of the end. I don't know. I haven't seen anything on it. But
thanks, Corey. I appreciate that, man.
That's my take. I wonder if Billy's coming back though.
I'm not
sure. They haven't done proper zombies yet, and this show has literally gone through most like.
Okay, so there will be a season 5. So this is the setup for the ending. Yes, regardless, it's coming to a close.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the end, so it's still interesting to see where they take it. Yeah.
But still, this is being the beginning of that. It's gonna be brutal. You know, I'm expecting some serious brutality. What's up, Tobes?
Oh, hey, Dave.
Hi.
Hey, Nixie. Sorry. My God. Sorry. I'm grabbing my microphone.
What can we do for you? We're doing a show.
Yeah, I know. I've been listening and I've been watching, and I did promise Nixie I'd come in with movie recommendations today.
Yeah. All right. We'll get to them.
Just that. I just want to say about the Stranger Things that every ending has a beginning. For a while, I thought that they were they're gonna do the '80s thing of deconstructing that you were talking about, and that sort of beginning is to recontextualize what the series was about, and then get to the ending. But it seems like they've confirmed a season 5, so I might.
Yeah, and then I think but that's probably going to be it. I know that I've heard so often that the series is not continuing much longer, so we'll see. It takes forever to make. The kids are difficult because they're constantly fucking growing. It's a pain in the ass.
Kind of like we've been following
they're
them
18,
now for
19.
4 years. So we have kind of like followed them through their childhood, and it kind of makes sense for the ending to be like them basically grown up and going, well, fuck it, we're in the real world now. Though that's the real scary shit.
Right. It was all delusion. None of this happened, and now they're going in the real world. I'm just, you know what? It's time. It's a great show. I love the show, but if they want to do something else with it, some sort of spin-off, there is ways to go with that. So we'll see what they want to do.
Definitely.
I really want this season to take like a horror coming of age movie aspect, but yeah, I don't know if they'll do that. It seems to be more than just that. It kind of encapsulates every genre in the 80s that was popular in the 80s anyway.
It's kind of where they jump. They jump through all of it. You know, they go through it. Except the zombies. We haven't done that yet.
Billy's coming back.
Which I really hope.
I think so. Billy's got to come back.
Billy's got to come. The fact that they actually added like her sitting there and talking to his grave in the trailer and shit, like he's coming back.
I think he's going to be the embodiment of the Upside Down, that character that we saw.
Didn't they use him in the last season? Like towards the end, they kind of used him as their kind of meat puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Justice for the Upside Down. For Barb coming back from the Upside
Down. Oh yeah,
down.
what if it's Barb? Yeah, that'd be great if it was Barb. Barb smash.
The greatest comeback story ever. It's Barb.
Barb, bitches. And then they end the season with her finger banging Nancy. Yes.
Ratings hit.
That's the love story Dave really was waiting
That's
for.
the one I'm waiting for. That's May Sweeps if I've ever heard of it.
It'll give me a reason to renew my Netflix subscription.
That'll be the one, Daniel-son. And then the Jonathan's Cucked in the Corner by Barb. I really like that.
He gives off the vibe that he
likes it. He's the type of guy who wears a penis shackle. Yeah. FF Pirate. Nixie, what did you think of season 2 of Stranger Things, the whole sister thing?
I liked it. I really liked it, but I also liked that they sort of parallel ran it with the Babysitter Club kind of with Dustin at the end when he went to the prom, and he was like he put all that effort into his hair and everything, and I felt so sorry for it. And then like Nancy just goes, yeah, well, I'm the hottest chick here, and I'm gonna dance with you. And I was like, yes, Nancy.
Sympathy dance.
I did like the sister thing because I think a lot of, especially tomboy girls, like they struggle making friends with other girls. So I like that they did that.
Yeah.
Felt like
she said authoritatively.
Authoritatively. I want to see how much of a part Robert Englund plays into it. Me too, Fake. I do. I love Robert Englund. So, yeah, that'll be fun.
Robert Englund, isn't it?
Yeah, he's in the season. Confirmed.
What? Really?
Yes, sir.
How did I not know that?
Because you're stupid. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, pay attention. Come on, stupid. Pay attention. I know. But hey,
I come here with content.
Did you? Well, give us a goddamn movie review. I'm tired. I'm partied out. My birthday was yesterday. I'm old.
I know. All right. So, I've been watching a bunch of movies lately, and
Give me
some
two.
for a project I'm working on. I have to say, I watched this yesterday, and we brought it up a tiny bit in the birthday stream. But everyone needs to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once.
What's it called?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
One more time.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
So we don't just watch everything, but we have to watch everywhere and all at once as well.
Yes,
All together.
It is really good.
At the same time.
At the same
consecutively.
Time, yes. Consecutively.
Concurrently.
Yes. I think you really enjoy this. There's a dildo fight in it. Like, it's
Oh,
really good.
All right. Well, then you got Fake's attention.
You had me at dildo fight.
Yeah, well, there's more than that, but yeah, there is a dildo fight that catches you off guard. Jamie Lee Curtis does kung fu and pro wrestling.
Okay, all right, now we're speaking a little bit of interesting shit. Is she involved in a dildo fight?
I guess she is, I think.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah. Let's see. Michelle Yeoh learns kung fu. Do you
I don't
know
who
Michelle
that
Yeoh,
is
right?
now.
Oh, god damn it. She's like one of the biggest. She's like Jackie Chan level in terms of martial art.
What movies?
The movie, the movie just kind of like goes off to different dimensions, and she can acquire skills from different dimensions, and she has to escape an IRS building by just like fighting interdimensional bad guys.
Great.
Dave is turning to putty here.
What's it called again?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, okay, wonderful. I'm excited. Give me another one, then go away for a week.
Aww. For a week?
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't like motherfucker. You disappear for half a year. Don't.
I
Don't.
I did apologize.
I know, but don't get high voice with me, young man. Give me another movie.
Okay, there's Mandy. It's a Nicolas Cage movie.
I remember all my life.
Oh man.
Raining down as cold as ice. Shadows of a man. Face through a window. Don't get me fucking started. I see. Get Manilow going. Go ahead. What? Nick Cage? Not the bees.
No, but dude, Nick Cage has been on like a renaissance kick lately.
Yeah, yes.
But like it started, I think, with Mandy. Willy's Wonderland's pretty good. Pig last year is one of my favorite movies of the year. Is one of his more serious roles where he's like down to earth. Such a great performance. And this year, something I was going to mention, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, where he plays himself alongside Pedro Pascal. Just insane, just really good. I would recommend. But Mandy is like basically his wife gets kidnapped and he has to get hurt. I'm doing the movie a complete disservice by describing it that way. It is psychedelic. It's like taking LSD and watching The Fugitive sort of thing.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Didn't he already make that movie? Kind of, wasn't that called From Hell? But it was just a baby he was trying to get back.
I don't know. I had
no. What was that? What was that fucking movie where he was riding? No, Just Drive. What was it called? The one where he
Drive.
It was just called Drive.
Hell, the one with the girl.
Yeah, I thought about it after I said it, but he goes to hell in that movie multiple times. But the movie's called Drive. That's a dope ass movie, by the way.
I have not watched it.
It's a great flick.
I think I got into Nicolas Cage in the 90s and then Nicolas Cage in the late 2010s. And
I love Nick Cage. He's got my favorite stupid line in the history of movies. Have some s'mores. I want to punch his stupid face every time he says it. Makes me physically angry, like violently angry.
S'mores.
I'll have some s'mores and sing Kumbaya. I want to kick you in the dick, Nick Cage. I can't believe they let that in the That's the cut. He has to be so aggravating to work with sometimes. It's like, fuck it, close enough.
Well, that's literally surprisingly the opposite of what every director and producer.
Unfortunately, I've also read that too. But there's no excuse to leave s'mores in.
S'mores. I don't know. He has this weird way of like fucking betraying himself, or actually like conducting his acting.
He's just Nick Cage.
He doesn't half-ass something. Like there's a philosophy to his acting that's weird. and eccentric, and I'm in love with it.
I hate to tell you, I hate to break this to you, but the reality is he does nothing. Nick Cage is just lazy. This is what lazy people explain their laziness, because it looks like he does nothing ever, right? Let's be honest. He shows up. He always looks the same. He's Nick fucking Cage. And the reason is he's also a vampire. So he doesn't want everybody to know that he's a lazy vampire from fucking 1749. No. So he makes up this bullshit about process and methodology and all this stuff that's 100% not true. It's the most work that he puts into his acting is making that shit up, because he doesn't do any of it. He doesn't do any of it.
No. I've seen like.
Oh yeah. He puts on a good act.
No, making of documentaries where you see him rehearsing and doing the thing.
Michael Jordan had a camera crew that he hired to make that documentary. I'm just saying, sometimes cameras are picking up exactly what the subject wants them to pick up. Don't get worked, kid. Don't get worked.
That is true. But also, I'm inclined to believe him and believe in the magic of cinema. I'm a little bit of a fucking mark, Dave.
Q-Star says Nick Cage is a living god. I believe he's an unliving god. I think that he's a vampire. He's been around. There's pictures, the evidence.
Celebrities like Nick Cage and Jennifer Aniston, they're all like controlled by the Illuminati, who make them drink like.
Ooh, Jennifer Aniston. See, now that just feels hate, because Jennifer doesn't age.
Oh no, she doesn't age. She's stunning. She is stunning.
I don't think that she's a vampire though. I think she bathes in virgin blood.
Well, it's kind of the same, isn't it?
Yeah, but she doesn't drink it, Nixie. She just bathes in it.
I feel like if Tom Cruise was drinking virgin blood, he'd at least grow a little bit.
Oh no, Tom Cruise is just he's got a lot of problems.
Did you see the trailer for the new Top Gun movie?
Yeah, he's starting to look like a fucking piece of leather, isn't he?
They did the shadiest thing at Cannes this year. They gave him not shady to him, but like shady to Nicole Kidman. Basically, they were giving him an honorary Palme d'Or, which is their award, and they removed Nicole Kidman from the entire montage.
Nice.
They were going through his career.
I like pettiness. I like pettiness. Good for you, Tom. Scientology isn't working out.
Eyes Wide Shut was like one of those sexual awakenings of my youth.
It's
Eyes Wide Shut was
his career. Also,
I saw that. I saw that, and I was like, "Whoa, that is hot."
She was like, "One day, that's gonna be May."
That's gonna be May.
That's concerning.
Abby, I told Dave that theory, and he had never heard of it before. I had to explain that whole conspiracy theory to him. Definitely.
Fucked up. Tom Cruise fucks fish. That's very possible.
Yeah.
And that is the opinion of Abby Blackbird.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's already made contact with the mother.
He's a Scientologist, so.
So, but he making that fucking documentary or whatever, where he eliminates Nicole Kidman from his life, that shows that Scientology doesn't work. He is EMF reader or whatever. I agree. He's a robot at this point.
Yeah. No, the Cannes Film Festival made that.
Well, they're controlled. They're controlled by the Scientologists.
Truly, yes.
Who are controlled by the Illuminati.
Who are controlled by Zuckerberg.
Freemasons.
Yeah.
No, the Freemasons are dead. I believe that.
I don't know.
Now that's just the Masons.
To my mom, that doesn't seem.
Well, no. Now it's just the Masons. That's just a group of people who like to fucking have control in whatever situations that they're in. I'm gonna get beaten up.
I have a Mason's ring.
I know a lot of people around here who have Mason's ring, and I would have beaten up. Explain to Tobes what Sasha Banks did. Sasha was a cunt again, Tobes. I'm going to put it quickly for you.
What did she do?
She's a big fucking baby, man. She does this shit all the time where if she doesn't get her way, she fucking decides to just pull a big whining thing like she did with WrestleMania a couple years back with Bayley, where they allegedly laid on the floor in protest. She always has bad body language when she's going to lose the title or whatever, but this time she's gone too damn far. So there was a creative process. There was a creative decision that was made. They were going to, the tag champions, her and Naomi, were going to take on the individual champions from each brand. Bianca and Ronda, and they were going to lose those matches. And Sasha didn't like it. They bitched a little bit. Then they got an even worse job to go do, so they decided to turn in their titles and leave during a live show or right before a live show.
Oh shit!
On Monday Night Raw.
While the match was scheduled.
They were scheduled and everything.
Like we were sitting in the chat like going.
And WWE buried them. They buried them on the announce table and everything.
Ooh, shit.
It's crazy. And they've kept it going all week. They've announced the tournament. They've stripped them of the titles. It's fucking crazy.
God damn.
I don't know the full story, so I don't know who to root for.
It's hard. Yeah. It's hard. I honestly just feel bad for Naomi for listening to Sasha's stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
Sasha does this. She's dumb, man.
Isn't she like really entitled and annoying to work with?
Yes.
Yeah, she's Snoop Dogg's cousin.
Oh yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's an interesting little tidbit.
Yeah, how else do you think she got him to rap on the goddamn track?
Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't even put that together. Good damn.
Come on, Kaz.
I think I've only seen highlights of her wrestling, not her matches, and the drama that like the start of her matches and stuff like that, and only like caught up with the drama behind the scenes, like the worked stuff, not the shoots.
I'm a Snoop Dogg, and I'm gonna rap now. My cousin Sasha Banks, and she's a cow. No. I was trying. I tried. I made an attempt. I gotta eat Fudgy the Whale, man. I got some Fudgy the Whale left to eat. Calling me.
Ooh.
Nice.
We need to go and murder each other. I think.
Yes.
That's
is that what we're doing?
We are gonna. I'm happy to do that because I'm definitely not going to be able to sit and watch TV tonight because I as much as I am not hungover, I am quite tired because I only got I was waking up every 30 minutes after I went to bed.
Ooh.
Like I hate that. It's horrible.
So that works for me. We'll go do some killing, and hopefully Nixie won't fall asleep.
I got one last thing for you before we go.
Give it to me, Nixie.
Right, I'm not going to tell you anything about the Chip and Dale movie.
Okay.
Except that I laughed all the way through it.
Really?
And when you think about it connecting the multiverse, I want you to think what is the one cartoon you would never expect to see in a Disney movie?
Ooh.
Family Guy.
And no, think better, Sonic? think higher than that.
Ren and
higher
Stimpy?
than Family?
No, Dave, go higher. Go to your favorite place.
What?
BoJack?
South Park?
Yes.
Really?
It's just a flash of a cameo scene, but there's Randy sitting in a fucking bathtub.
I like it.
They did 4 different Rick and Morty cameos.
Really? You know, I do want to watch this.
It is the ultimate it's all cameos. like you really don't they don't talk, they don't do anything, but you see so much shit and you're like, oh my god,
that's popping. Those are pops.
Yeah.
Ooh, look who's there. Ooh.
It was constant pop. People are ripping it apart and saying it's a horror story for animation, which okay, I can understand their point of view, but for the cameo part, I was entertained. I laughed all the way through, and I was not expecting. I thought it was going to murder my childhood, and it did.
I'm seeing more good than bad. I'm definitely seeing more good than bad.
But yeah, no. When I saw Randy, I was like, "Oh my god, Dave's not going to believe me. Dave is not going to believe me." I believe
you. Oh, I believe you. In this world, I believe you. FF Pirate didn't WWE say that they didn't want to work with a couple of other females? They insinuated. They didn't flat out say. They did insinuate though.
I do hate that was the thing that they put out as the emergency, quick, think of a reason why they left.
The wording that they used was a little more forgiving than that, I think, but it wasn't flat out. It was, I don't like it either personally, but something else happened. I don't know what happened. Something else took place. They don't act like this very often. Maybe Vince just had enough of Sasha's shit.
Yeah, most likely.
How many times has she done stuff like
Quite a few.
Really?
Quite a few.
Is he a nightmare for management or just other talent?
I don't, it just depends on who you ask, I guess. I mean, a lot of people do get along with her and like her, but she's always getting hurt. She seems to always have a bad fucking attitude about her. Producers constantly seem to be at ends with her, but now, ever since that they came back, she seemingly has been able to do what she wants, and some people have taken umbrage with that. It's just, it's tough. It's tough.
She just does not sound fun.
She's a loudmouth asshole.
I think it's time, Dave.
Yes, let's go. Thank you, guys. Let's get Real Talk Metaphor Messiah to take us out. Nerdy Johnny, got anything real quick?
Not at all. Would you like me to link Nixie's Twitch in the chat, though, for people to follow her?
I would love for you to do that, and anywhere else that Nixie has. We're going to my Twitch as well. We're going. Yes, do both. Do everything. Do you? Do my. It was just the question.
My stuff is in the
Oh yeah, I got everything in the description box. But yes, get everything for Nixie up there. Get everything for you up there. Anyone else who's got projects except Tobes. Tobes, you got a project. You can get yours in there too. I love you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Real Talk, take us home. Thank you guys so much for being here on another. We actually did over an hour. That was the longer show than I was expecting it to be tonight. Lineup fucking just continuing forth going into next week. Wednesday may be a little bit of an open show, as I don't know what's going on with Willie Mack. He may end up coming on. He may not. We'll see what happens. We got Nick, Matt, Nixie closing out the week. It's going to be another banger, so be here, be Rectangle, folks. You never know if Tobe's going to show up. Nerdy John at the helm over on the other shows. Things are going well. Nerdy John also right around 1,000 subs. Go support him. Go support Nixie. Go support him on Patreon. Nixie's Patreon's not down fucking below. The stupid phone started doing it. I got to get her Patreon down below. Go do her Patreon. Put that in the chat as well. Good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Real Talk. Bang it.
That ain't nobody cool as me. Flying in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm a King Elijah Wan. Yeah, hip hop, I'm real talk. Hip hop, I'm real talk. Good luck, Jay Philly. Yeah.